Let's get into today's news report. We got three things that we're going to talk about. First thing, David Schultz's body is found. And I mean, thousands of truck drivers have been looking to help this family. You know, things are still under investigation. We'll get into that story. And the second thing is FMCSA says that they're finally hearing owner-operators, hearing carriers, and hearing brokers and insurance companies. And they believe that out of every gripe that we have, fraud is number one. So they said they're building a team and doing something about it. So we'll get into that. And the last thing is just enjoy this B-roll. You know, the 75 Wildwood truck show hasn't started yet. People are rolling in, so this is not all the trucks. But yeah, this is just what's going on right now. So just want to share some fun stuff as well for once, and prayers to the family. So sad with David Schultz and what's going on. But yeah, let's get into today's video. Since the holidays, David Schultz has been missing, and just thousands of truck drivers have been on search. And it looks like this morning, David Schultz's body was found in a field just about a mile and a half from where his truck was. You know, it says here that the area near where his semi-truck was found, still loaded and with his belongings inside. Now that he has been found, his widow says that she is overcome with grief, relief, and some suspicion. After identifying Schultz via the boots he was wearing when he was found, widow Sarah Schultz says that something isn't quite right about the discovery of Schultz's body. Now, here's the thing, you know, she says, quote unquote, "I'm glad we know where he is now," Sarah said at the news conference regarding the discovery of Schultz's body. Quote, "There's still a lot of questions. Things don't make sense, but we have him now. I did have to break it to the kids yesterday. They still held out for hope." So they said, "I can't think of any reason why he would have walked a mile and a half out into the middle of a field and laid down and taken his coat off and shut his truck off. Things don't add up. Don't line up. I suspect foul play," Sarah says. So everything is still under investigation and waiting for autopsy. But David Schultz is found. FMCSA says that they are finally standing up to registration fraud and has created a team. It says agency taking first steps to mitigate CDL and broker scams, right? And they truly believe that from everything that's happening out there, the thing that they need to solve the most is this fraud that's happening. Mutha Truckers, do you agree that fraud is on the top of their list or not? Should they be fighting other things, or are they actually hitting the target for once? After years of complaints from truckers, brokers, and insurance companies, federal regulators are standing up a team specifically to deal with rampant fraud in the trucking industry. The FMCSA registration fraud team will work in the agency's registration office to focus solely on assisting those who have been victims of registration fraud, as well as identifying measures to help prevent it. You know, it says, quote unquote, "It's a small team that doesn't exist yet, but we think it will go a long way towards helping the industry," said Ken Riddle, director at FMCSA's Office of Registration at FMCSA's annual safety research forum on Wednesday. "We've heard from every corner of the industry about how bad fraud is right now, and the one thing we've heard loud and clear is, how can FMCSA help? We took that very seriously, so we're looking at every way that we can help mitigate this." So they're starting a team to help with the situation. Mutha Truckers, comment down below. What are your thoughts about this? But they truly believe that from listening to all the truck drivers, brokers, and insurance, that fraud is the number one complaint. Do you agree with this? So today we have our friend JT Mercier taking us around of an exclusive tour of the 75 Wildwood Truck Show.
Yep.
And so tell people where they can follow you, sir.
You can follow me on YouTube, Junkyard Dog.
Junkyard Dog.
001.
001.
You can find me on Facebook.
Facebook.
JT Mercier.
JT Mercier. Of course you're not going to have the same thing.
Instagram, Junkyard Dog 002. TikTok is 001.
All right, I'm gonna have all these. Look, I'm gonna have all these
I
images.
could not make it all the same because for some reason one was taken here and not taken there. So
Look, I'll have the images. They're gonna pop up everywhere.
yeah.
All right, but we had to, special thank you to our, best friend and to our, I guess, truck show tour guide. So for all the drivers that couldn't make it, because trucking's hard right now.
Yep.
It's hard to survive.
Definitely.
So for the ones that can't, let's at least try to bring it to you on a digital level.
Yep. We're your eyes to the show.
Hey.